Welcome to the Gracie Academy. Hidong Gracie, Henner Gracie. 1993, our father gave birth to the Ultimate Fighting Championship. And now, that was of course to display the effectiveness of jiu-jitsu, huge commercial. Now everybody loves jiu-jitsu, everybody's using it. And now it is 18 years later, my friends. The UFC is 18 years old. November 12th, 2011, UFC on Fox. What a milestone. It's like a little kid who grew up and now is this adult and is taking care of business in a whole different way, and it reached that new level. We're very excited. It was great to see the UFC on Fox for the first time on network television. Of course, the main event could have been a little more drawn out. People were angry, you know? Of course, expectations. So there wasn't much to break down, okay, from the main event. So we looked at the rest of the card, looked at the prelims, and saw some beautiful moments that we would like to talk about. It was funny because after the main event, one of my friends, Chuck Smith, U.S. Border Patrol, Harpers Ferry, West Virginia Advanced Training Center, Chuck texted me and he was like, Henner, you guys, man, that main event was a perfect example of the difference between street and sport. If that Junior Dos Santos hand would have landed on someone's head like that in a street fight, his hand would have been shattered in 12 places. Because he's thrown it so wildly overhand right and it connected. And I thought, wow, that was pretty interesting. But from a breakdown perspective, that's pretty much it there. Great shot, congratulations. Junior Dos Santos keeping it real on a different level. Man, he was happy to win that fight, as would be anyone.
He's got a good attitude. He deserves to win.
Yeah, very cool guy.
Good attitude.
Let's talk about there was an arm triangle that took place that was pretty slick. Okay, that was pretty slick that we'd like to talk about. Ricardo Lamas caught it on Cub Swanson, as you guys may remember. What happened was every time Ricardo would end up in Cub's guard, Ricardo would sit up for this kind of kimura situation, sit up on your elbow. He would sit up for a kind of a kimura situation here in his attempt to possibly wrap the neck over here for a guillotine, right? And he would go for the Armenian guillotine. Now, at some point, I think it was the second round, he started sitting up so much, and then Ricardo stepped over this leg, so he ended up going to his knees right here. Go to your knees, get up, get up. So he ended up in kind of this partial back mount, and they were very close to the cage right here. Now, from this situation, it evolved because Cub was trying to go for that guillotine, trying to create that angle, so he eventually felt, man, I can get up, so I'm going to turtle, he got up. And at this point, when Ricardo still had this kind of body lock control here, started throwing some knees, boom, boom, and then Cub didn't like it, so he wanted to turn real quickly and face and kind of reestablish guard, at least half guard or something. So when he turned and he sat his hip to the ground, Ricardo moved around his leg right here, wrapped my neck in kind of a guillotine right here, and he did this. Now, this is where the violation occurred. This is the tactical error, if there was one. You can't put your arm around someone's neck like this, start reaching back and wrapping your neck, especially on the same side, unless you have some legs trapped. Tell us.
Of course.
Yeah, is the fact that Ricardo was next to his legs right here meant that all he had to do was wrap the neck, which he did so beautifully, and he started to creep up, and from here he tried to answer the telephone. Boom, it didn't work. Same thing, he caught it here. And even though Cub trapped my leg backwards with your leg. Yeah, he kind of had his leg trapped and the cage was right here. So Ricardo couldn't even tee out for the most reliable squeeze. He just had great pressure right here. He kind of pressed the shoulder down, had the palm to palm lock up here, and that pressure was all it took. And it added up right here. And you see Cub start to freak out at the last second, try to kick off the cage, but he couldn't get the leverage, so that was a done deal. So moral of the story is if you're going to turn and face someone, what would you do in that situation? Let's say you wanted to retrieve guard, go back to your knees, and as you turn to face me, put me in the guard, face me, boom, he starts walking around.
You turn to face, but just because he already has such a tight bite in your position,
right,
it's going to be hard to get guard on you from here.
Right.
You know, because when I say, look, he's got a head start. He's already behind you, so you're going to have to be okay with bringing the bottom of the side mount and bring the arm off the head. Like Henry said, this just doesn't make any sense right here. This is just lack of understanding, and a little bit of fear makes the arm want to go for a choke and try to win. Get it off, and now go. And now just keep the closeness.
Yeah, if he was able to slip the arm off the top of the head, which maybe he tried that. You know, Cub's, I think, a black belt in jiu-jitsu as well. Maybe he tried that, but Ricardo was so rigid on the forward drive to make sure his head wasn't, slip offable by Cub. So amazing. Great catch, very sneaky, very tight control, and well deserved. There was also the Benson Henderson Clay Guida fight. And it got fight of the night, well-deserved, crazy action-packed, very fun to watch. And there were several moments during that fight that were very critical, but the one we wanted to talk about was the body triangle that Benson kept catching on Guida. And he really had no ability to escape it, and it happens a lot. You see it a lot in MMA, especially because the people are fighting opponents of the same weight class. It makes sense. Let me get your back right here, or you get my back. It makes sense that the body triangle happens. Now, the body triangle is a very tight, controlling position. It's hard to catch this on someone who outweighs you by 50 pounds because they're so much bigger that your legs won't even lock up. They can't even triangle the person's body. But when you're fighting weight classes, you know, like MMA or even in sport jiu-jitsu situation where there's a weight class and you're fighting someone your same size, the body triangle is much more realistic. So, you know, just know its limitations. If you're going to be the one using it, you have to know its limitations. Now, we want to discuss a little bit of the defense, the counters, the escape concepts, if we may, from here.
And this is a tighter control than what is more common when it's somebody bigger, heavier, and stronger. You have to just use average hooks right here.
Yes.
And hooks are good, but there's still more of a possibility of them slipping out.
Oh,
so
no doubt.
everybody jumps to this.
If it's lockable, the body triangle is extremely tight because I can't really turn inside his guard and I can't really untwist it. So you just get stuck here. And you saw it with Benson, how he had it locked up for several minutes and just kept it here, kept attacking the neck, and then the round, I think it was end of round 1 or round 2 where they ended up like this, and the clock saved Guida because he wasn't getting out of there, he was locked. So let's discuss some escape principles, okay? From here, normally I'll have you locked up, attacking the neck, attacking, you know, whatever. From here, what you want to do is you want to push to the side of the triangle lockup, okay? Now, there is a foot lock that exists here that we should share. Trapping the person's foot with your bottom leg, with your calf, pushing it down south, like south and away. And then from here, pushing Hiron's knee away as I thrust my pelvis through. It's breaking the foot that is inside the triangle right here because it's putting pressure, and then I'm thrusting his foot in a direction where his foot can't accommodate. So it's extending the ligaments of the ankle, causing excruciating pain.
Now sometimes if the body triangle is so deep, meaning my knee is clamped over my shin, lock it up.
Yes.
Do the hip pressure now.
It's harder.
It's not the same because it's above the joint. Okay,
Right.
if it's more on my toes,
We love that.
that's when it's gonna hurt my ankle a lot more.
So this is not a fully reliable situation, but if it's there, take it. The only thing you gotta worry about is while you're defending here, make sure you have a nice little frame or at least solid wrist control to make sure that you don't get choked while you're experimenting with this. And a lot of times when you do this, they'll pull their foot out of the body triangle. Take your foot out, can you? You'll take it out, which means they'll lose it. Which means at that point you start to defend and escape. So either you break the foot, or you escape, or it's too deep like Hiron said and there's no pressure. If you can't break the foot, if you're having trouble, here's how we're gonna escape this. Look, keep the legs tighter, please. I'm gonna take my bottom foot, my back foot, I'm gonna step on his heel, push it out. Take my leg, put it inside. From here, start to bring my toes, look, keep it down on the ground. My toes under in a fish hook fashion. Gracie combatives, elbow skate, fish hook. Fish hook fashion, lift it up. And with this lift up, keeping my neck protected with 2 hands, I'm gonna grab his foot right here. Now, he doesn't like this at all, keep your triangle tighter. He doesn't like this at all. He's starting to feel that triangle lockup is useless, right? Mm-hmm. So at this point, he might try to bring this leg out and lock the triangle the other way. Lock it the other way.
Maybe grab or try.
But I go first, okay? I wanna go first. I don't want him to lock up. When I pull this up, I don't want him to lock the triangle, either break, shoot through, and lock it on the other side. That's one of the most common things is when you pull a triangle out from one side, they want to lock the other way and just keep playing the game back and forth. So we want to untangle one triangle, go back. We want to untangle the bottom foot, step out, flatten my leg, respecting the neck the whole time. Come fish hook, toes in, lift it up, grab the sole of the foot. Now cool, the best part about this grab right here is can't go for an immediate lock over the standard way because my arm is in the way. So it buys me some time. So at this point we have options to bring this knee out, look, boom. We can, if nothing else, get the leg trapped between our legs, which would then allow us to start stepping on it and escaping the back mount in a normal fashion. But the idea is you want to force, what would you do if I pulled that foot out? Probably go normal hooks, right?
Yeah, of course, I would go normal hooks. I'll try to bring my foot through if I can, but it's gonna take me a second or two.
Respect
the truth is that when he go ahead, unlock it.
Respect the hands. Always respect
Once
the
he's
hands.
here and he grabs that, I'm gonna try to maybe grab and bring this foot out and through to lock it, but his movement is smaller.
Yes.
Okay, so he's got to travel less distance.
So when I entangle the triangle, I want Hiron to put normal hooks in. Put normal hooks. Because from normal hooks, now I can step on his foot, slip my leg out, start wiggling out, start escaping normal. In other words, normal hooks are manageable from an escape perspective.
It's the body triangle that is just so immobilizing. So it just takes a few more steps of untangling. So once you know what allows the body triangle to exist, you then also know what you have to do to untangle it. Okay, so bring the foot out, grab the foot, lift it up, untangle, create normal hooks, and slip out. So there you have it, my friends. Explore with that. Have your partners lock it up. Just the only problem with all of this grabbing and reaching is what?
Of course, when you need your hands to survive,
right,
you can't even imagine putting one hand down to help you escape. But the truth is, it's not. As you begin to escape, maybe the person on your back might begin to sink the choke a little closer or get a little more close to it to finishing you.
Right.
But once your escape is happening on its own, like autopilot, you're about to get out,
right,
the attack on the back gets weaker.
Right.
They almost can't finish you as effectively if your hips start to escape.
Oh yeah.
Because the angle for the rear naked choke, for whatever it might be, starts to lose.
And they'll feel that, and what will they become concerned with? Most likely, retaining control, either tops mount, side mount, or keeping the back mount. So that's a good point. Once you start jeopardizing the control extremely, the chokes, the submissions automatically start to dwindle. There you have it, my friends. Body triangle concepts. Okay, play with those, get comfortable, respect the neck, and it may save your life one day. Clear? The last Gracie giveaway, we gave away a Gracie Flex Fit hat. You weren't even here. It was Halik, Nick Diaz, and BJ Pin Breakdown. We gave away a Gracie hat and a Master Cycle Blue Belt Stripe 1 DVD, which features all 160 techniques, as well as the brotherly breakdown, brotherly battle between Hito and I. Were you going 100% in that battle?
95.
Come on, bro.
Never go 100.
I already told him I went 100.
You were going 100.
Dang it, now it just made me feel way worse. You were going 95?
Yeah.
And he still catches me in the end, for those who haven't seen it yet. Dang. One day, you know, but it makes sense. If you do the math, Hito on, what, 29? 27, actually I just turned 28 2 days ago. So there's 2 years separation here, so he's been on the earth for 2 years longer. So cut me some slack, you know what I'm saying? Technically I'll never catch up. Although there might be one day where it goes like this, look. And then I'll be here for like a little bit, but then I'll be like this, and Halik is chomping from behind.
No, then it'll go back up. That happens.
No, I'm just saying, I'm talking about 50 years old. There's gonna be a certain age where where the advantage of the age becomes a disadvantage.
I'm gonna retire before that age even happens.
That's messed up. You should give me the glory of at least, you know what I'm saying, one little win. Okay. So here you guys. The Gracie giveaway, the last one, was 5 down, 525 was the winner. Okay, subscribe to our channel, entered a comment, and favorited our video. So congratulations, bro. You win the DVD and the hat from the last one. The next Gracie giveaway. Here's what we're gonna give away.
Yeah.
Hold on. Not only gonna give away this Gracie hoodie right here, but look at Hito's shirt. Coragem means courage, okay, in Portuguese. And underneath, for those who can't read it right here, come a little closer, come very close. You guys gotta feel the energy. Can you guys read what it says? Eli Gracie versus Masahiko Kimura, okay? The ultimate display. The Grandmaster didn't expect to beat Kimura when he fought him. He didn't expect to win and dominate him. Everyone told him he was going to lose, and it was pretty much guaranteed defeat. Why did he fight then?
Because he actually said, you know what, I was curious to see what Kimura had to offer, what could happen, how he could beat me, how good his jiu-jitsu was. So it was just it was him being a scientist.
So the willingness to engage, even though defeat was basically 100% certain, was the highest degree of courage. So we thought it made sense for the next Coragem t-shirt. Turn around so you can see the back. Gracie Triangle, Grandmaster Signature. So the winner of this Gracie Breakdown or this Gracie giveaway is going to get that shirt, this new shirt here, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, keep it real up top, and then on the back right here, Gracie, keep it real, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. Okay, we got some new t-shirts in, we want to hook you guys up. And this hoodie right here, put it on so we can see how it feels.
I never went to college, you know.
I like this is the Gracie University t-shirt, you guys. That's why we did it. For all those guys out there who like, you know how when someone asks you, hey, where'd you go to school? Where'd you go to college? And you don't have an appropriate answer because you never went to college? Now, you guys, college is the right thing to do. Go for it 100%. But
I was in the airplane. This guy was like, where's Gracie University? I was like, online.
You guys, Gracie University, the official hoodie. Turn around so you can see the back. Gracie Triangle. Man, it's so real. So where'd you go to school? You guys, Gracie, even if you have a degree from a normal university, another college,
don't tell them
you can still claim Gracie University. You know what I'm saying? It's a movement. Join the party here. So we're going to give this away. What's the question of the day for this Gracie Breakdown? Brock, Lesnar, or Overeem, you guys? Give us your opinion. And don't just tell us who's going to win. Tell us how. How.
Well, how can they possibly win?
Yes, he don't joking, but I'm asking a serious question.
No, what do you think?
Let us know, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel, favorite this video, and if you win, Gracie University hoodie, t-shirt, so you can keep it real no matter where you go. Thanks guys, enjoy it.